Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Kate's Creative Space. I'm Kate, and in today's video, we are doing another unboxing. If you're new to my channel, I've been going through my stash of diamond paintings, finding fun themes to kind of bundle together and unbox them for you guys. We've done some really fun themes in the past. Today's theme might be a bit more generic in order to group them together, but I still think it's a fun one. If you are not seeing quite what it is, take your guess. It's magic. So we are going to open up some fun magical thinking kits and let's get on into it. Okay, so we're gonna do the two older kits first and then the two newer ones. And I think what we will start with is this one here. This is probably the oldest one I have. This is a Harry Potter kit. It's called Luna Lovegood Magical. So when I think magic, Harry Potter obviously is one of the first things that come to mind. And this kit I've had in my stash for quite a while. I am not 100% sure if it's archived or not. I will link all the ones that are still available on Diamond Art Club's website below. But had to open this one up and take a look at this one. If I'm not mistaken, I think they did a Ron and a Hermione and a Harry one similar to these. I was never able to get my hands on those ones, but I do love this Luna one. The thing that has stopped me from doing this one in the past is that background color, thinking it's a little intimidating, but still like it enough to get it, and I will do it one day. I'm not maybe once I open it, I won't be so intimidated about it. So this was like a special one back then where they did wrap the box. They wrapped the box just for the special edition ones, I feel like, back then. Now they wrap the box with the picture on all of them. There's the picture there that does not have the picture in the end of the box or anything like that. This one has 59 colors, 4 AB diamonds. It doesn't say the actual inches. Oh, here it is. 27.6 by 27.6 inches or 70 by 70 centimeters. It is a square kit. It should come with the old toolkit inside. Let's see. Yeah, here's the old toolkit. The older sticker. This is what, so you can put it on the end of your box. I will show you the older toolkit, but these are harder to find unless you're getting a D-Stash kit or one maybe from Amazon. You won't really find these toolkits anymore, so I'm going to just go through it really quickly. Back then, the toolkits came with a few things that they've since eliminated, but also have upgraded so many things in their toolkits since. So, oh, I got the pink tweezers. These used to be really hard to find. I've never had the pink Diamond Art Club tweezers. Oh, I'm actually really excited about that. I don't know why my camera's not focusing. There we go. I'm actually really excited about that. Usually they're all black, so I've never had the pink tweezers before. These ones apparently used to be in the older kits. A lot harder to find, especially now that they don't have tweezers at all. So I'm actually pretty pumped about that. You get a pen and a squishy. Yeah, you used to get tweezers in any of the old square kits, but now you don't get tweezers at all. You get a tray. This one's clear with some gold glitter. It's pretty fun. And a tray stopper. These have been massively upgraded in the new kits, the trays and the pens as well. Ow, sorry, kicked my table. Pink heart wax. I'm a little flustered and I've just started this video. I apologize because I was getting ready to start this video about a half hour ago and my smoke detector was beeping and beeping, and I got up. It's like a vaulted ceiling in my living room, and I got up really high and pulled the battery out, and it still was beeping. I was going crazy. I felt like Phoebe on that episode of Friends, was still beeping, and I'm going crazy trying to figure out why it's beeping. Well, come to find out, it's hardwired into the house, but the battery is just the backup, but the battery was running out. So it was going to continue to beep until I replaced the battery, even though it doesn't even use the battery. The battery's the backup. Long story short, I got my husband to leave work for a minute, bring me a battery. Thank goodness he works for himself and works 2 minutes away. So he could bring me a battery so I could change it out. That's why I'm a little flustered, but I'm pulling it together. I'm ready to unbox. Here we go. You also get 2 multi-placers that you can stick in the bottom of the pen there, a 4 and a 7 placer. They used to give you a cover minder. This one's a cute dolphin. I don't think I have that one. And you got some washi tape back then too. This one's pretty fun too. You also got a bag of baggies, which you still get to this day. So that's the old toolkit. Now that we have looked at that, we can look at the kit itself. I'll show you what the new toolkit looks like too, so we can compare and contrast if you're new to Diamond Art Club. Although I'm leaving these pink tweezers out. These are cool. All right. Move all this to the side. Yeah, at one point I was even thinking about trying to get the other characters that have like, they had like a, I know they had a Ron and I think a Harry. But the Luna one was definitely my favorite of all of them. And the other ones at the point of me finding Diamond Art Club were archived. And I don't love them enough to like search for them on D-Stash or anything like that. Let's pull out the drills here. Here they used to do like a really big sticker sheet like this. This has all been kind of changed a little bit, but I loved the big sticker that I used to get with it. So there is a close-up of what the canvas is going to look like. I'm curious to see how much of that pink is going to be in there. And then let's see, there are 4 ABs, did we say? 4 ABs in this kit. Yep, anything under 150 was charted as an AB back then. So it's a light blue, a yellow, a dark blue, and a very pale, I think it's white, but I know it's not the DMC code for white, so it might be the white AB back then. This was back before any other of the special drills really were a thing, no fairy dust or anything, so just those 4 ABs to look for. Yeah, you guys, look at that background color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 bags of that. Wow, that has 100% intimidated me, and it made me want to get the Luna one, but that's the other reason why I was like, I don't need them all. I think I could only do something like this once. But the rest of the colors are really pretty in there for sure. It's a good array, like a good mixture, I would say. That is a white, by the way, a white AB right there. There's the light blue hiding under all that pink. Oh, I love the dark blue. That color is so pretty. That's a top AB color for me. That's so pretty. And what was the other one? Yellow. That's not any of those 2 obvious yellows right there. So it must not be a ton of it. It's probably hiding in the middle of the package. Okay, let's open it up and take a look. Actually, I'm going to flip it this way real fast. Make you guys wait one more minute. Diamond Art Club's canvases are made with poured glue, so I can bend them backwards without hurting them. This is just to help it lie flat for the camera here. If you left it alone, it would lie flat on its own. It's self-flattening, which is kind of a cool feature, but I am not patient enough for that right now. All right, here we go. Wow, that is cute. I remember when I bought this, I thought it was such a big canvas, and it's really not that big. It's really not that big compared to the ones that you get from Diamond Art Club now. It goes from, you can see almost the whole thing in the camera from here to here. That's it. Like in my mind, this kit intimidated me because I was like, oh, that background on such a huge canvas. It's really not that big. Back then it was big for me when I first bought it though. Wow, that is so cute. Okay, here's the whole thing, just a picture of the whole thing, just because it doesn't perfectly fit in frame. And we'll take another quick look here. So if you're not familiar with Harry Potter, this is a character from Harry Potter, and her name's Luna Lovegood, and all of the things that kind of represent her character are sprinkled around the piece, which I think is really cool. That's her Patronus there. She's in Ravenclaw, so that's the crown of the diadem of Ravenclaw. This is they have it here, but also she's wearing like the Gryffindor hat that she wore to a Quidditch match. Yeah, and I think this is cool. This is from the movies, but something that they practice their defense spells on. Her wand is at the top here with Dumbledore's army. All kinds of things to kind of represent Ravenclaw over here. And then her shoes and a little lost item symbol sign. She posted those when at the end of the year, because people were mean to her and stole her stuff. So I love it. I think it really Oh, and her radish earrings. I didn't miss those. I think it really represents her as a character. I do think that this is the kind of piece I'm going to have to be in a particular mood for and have a companion piece along with it that is heavy confetti, because I do think that that pink will burn me out after a while. I'm not a huge color blocking fan, but I think there's enough things on the canvas that will keep me interested. And like I said, if I love the artwork enough, I can color block. Like I can get through it, especially when it's squares. So I'm hoping to do this one sooner rather than later. I am trying to do a lot of my older kits in the upcoming year because I don't want them to lose their appeal as they age and miss out on some of the features that Diamond Art Club has right now. So I am hoping to do this one soon. I'm not sure when, but I do think it is beautiful. And opening it up always excites me and also helps me realize that they're not as scary as I think they are. Because that background's there for sure, but it's not that bad. It's really not. Especially, it doesn't have the perforated cover or anything, but especially when you section it out, you're going to have stuff in every square. So it's not the kind of thing where you'll have like, oh, I just have 5 squares of just the background and nothing else going on. My daughter is being noisy back there. I apologize for that. You're going to see a lot of the specials up in her Patronus, which I think is really cute. The rabbit up there. And I was just trying to see if off the top of my head you see any more. You'd see the whole law symbol paper is all specials there too. It's in the candles quite a bit. There are pops of them all around, which I think is really pretty. So this is definitely a fun one. Definitely a fun one. All right, I'm going to wrap this one up and pull out the next one. Okay, our second kit in our journey of magic is called Magic House by the River. This is one of the very few landscapes that I actually own because I don't really tend to do landscapes a lot. I will say one of the very first landscapes that I did was a Dreamer Designs kit, and it was one of their older kits where the drill field was very gappy and I struggled with the drills a lot, and I just found myself not enjoying it. And at first I thought that lack of enjoyment was because it was a landscape in general. I tend to favor item my word, I'm talking terrible. I tend to prefer item paintings more where there's a lot going on in a scene, and I got frustrated with like not knowing what I was diamond painting. Like it's a patch of flowers, but I couldn't tell that when I was working on it. But I have never diamond painted a Diamond Art Club kit before. And I think I need to give it a try. And I think this one, if any painting could convince me to give landscapes another shot, it would be this painting. It's absolutely beautiful. When I saw it, it was breathtaking, and I had to have it even though I don't like landscapes. So this is another older kit. So I am really hoping to get this one finished in 2026. I don't think I can get to it this year, but I'm hoping next year I can get to this one. And I'm really excited, and I think it's going to make me fall in love with landscapes. Like I said, this one's called Magic House by the River. It's by Image World. It is 38.6 by 27.6 inches or 98 by 70 centimeters. I am excited to look at this one in person. I've never opened it. I'm surprised. I'm actually not that surprised. I used to not open my kits. I would make myself save them for when I was working on them. But then I now have so many of them, it's like you forget almost what you have. Okay. The old school toolkit. I'm not going to go through the whole thing again, but I do want to see what kind of cover minder I got. Because that was half the fun of the old toolkits. I got that washi tape. And a little shell. And then my squishy and pen were pink. Except there's no pen in here. It's a good thing I don't need them because there is no pen in the toolkit. This was my first time in painting I ever bought though, I would be a little bummed about that. The pen's kind of a pivotal part. All right, here's the sticker. Look at that artwork, you guys. It is so beautiful. I am so excited to look at this one. I've mentioned this in other unboxing videos, but sunset skies are my weakness, which sounds so crazy when I say I don't like landscape diamond paintings, but the other landscape diamond painting that I did, it was called Balloons Over Cottage Cove, and I did it because I love hot air balloons. And like I said, it was the Dreamer Designs, and it must have been an older one. I need to give Dreamer Designs another chance. I've heard that they've made some really good upgrades to their kits since then. But it had hot air balloons, which I love, and the most beautiful pink and cotton candy colored sky. And I am just the kind of person that loves to stare at sunsets, and I love the colors of the sky when the sun is setting and rising. And I noticed those, like Beach Vacation, I have that diamond painting, not exactly a landscape, but it has a really pretty sky in it. So this is the one. Look at that sky. Like, I'm gonna fall in love with that. I really think this might be what converts me into loving landscapes. Like I said, I've also never done a Diamond Art Club, so what am I thinking making a snap decision on landscapes when I've never done one from Diamond Art Club? So this is the one I definitely want to give a try, and I'm hoping to do so in 2026 for sure. Okay, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABs. We've got a rusty color orange, like a darker, and then a lighter, brighter orange, a red, a dark blue, and a white. And then this did have fairy dust in it. It has a green and a pink fairy dust in there as well. And the addition of fairy dust in this actually really excites me. So look at the colors, you guys. That is so pretty. You got every color in the rainbow in there, it feels like. Yeah, 61 colors in this one. I'm not sure if I mentioned that before. There's the rusty orange, which actually is pulling a lot more brown in person. The white AB is right here. See if any other specials jump out at me right off the bat. The brighter orange is right here. The green fairy dust is right here. That's such a pretty green for fairy dust. That they picked good on that one. The other orange, how many oranges did I say? Oh no, that's not the bright orange. That's red. It's pulling orange on camera, but that's red because here's the other orange right here. And then there was also a pink fairy dust. Oh, right here on the end. Pink fairy dust. Found them all. All right. Oh, except did I find the blue AB? It's right here. If I didn't show you, it's right there. It's lighter than the other kit that we looked at, Sadie. Okay. Getting ready for the reveal here. This one I think is just really going to make me want to diamond paint it right away. But I have so many that I'm working on right now. I have more whips right now than I've ever had in my entire life. So I cannot add any more to my plate right now. But this I think would be a really good spring kit. Perfect probably for spring. Okay. Wow. I think this one's archived too, guys. I apologize. I feel like I've been showing a lot of archived kits on my channel lately, but it's just what I have in my stash. So if you want this one, like I said, if it's not archived, I'll link it below. I do think it is though. If you want it really badly, try looking on the Facebook groups that have destash. There's some Facebook groups that destash, like specifically destash diamond paintings, and you can ask people if they have it, if anybody's willing to sell it. Look at that sky. Here, first, before we look at anything, I'm going to show the whole thing in camera right here for you. Absolutely beautiful. The colors in this, and you can just tell this house has something magical going on. It's called Magic House by the River, and I just feel like something magical is happening in this house. Like fairies live here. Something cool is going on. And look at that sky. Look at that. That will be gorgeous. All those pinks blending together. Oh, that makes my heart happy. The trees, the flowers, all the trees blooming. This is a spring kit. I want to do this one in the spring. So gorgeous. And I love that it has fairy dust, because some of these older kits just don't have. They came out before fairy dust was a thing, and oh, that hurts my heart because I love fairy dust drills. They're my favorite. All these flowers here. Oh, it has a perforated cover too, which is a nice bonus. I love the perforated cover. It's just a little tear, like a perforation on the top cover here, so you can tear off into 10 by 10 centimeter sections and just work on your canvas a little bit easier. Look, there's a cat. I love a good cat. And a duck. Super cute. I think that Wow, all these colors. This is a high confetti kit. You're going to get high confetti kits with landscapes, which also makes me wonder why I don't like landscapes, because I love high confetti kits. I love the look at this one, that there is no, like literally the biggest section of color blocking I am seeing is this right here. If you're not familiar with these terms that I'm using, color blocking is just a big patch of all the same symbol. And confetti is like right below it, where it's just a big mess of symbols sprinkled around like confetti, where you have to constantly change the color out in your tray to get that done. But you get a lot more detail when you have confetti, because all the different colors tend to bring out more details. I love that there's like literally barely any color blocking on this kit. That makes my heart really happy, actually. So yeah, I'm excited to give landscapes another try. I think that I am being unfair to landscapes, so I am excited. Look at that bridge. That is beautiful. The moss on the side. Oh, I love this kit, guys, and I am so excited to work on this one soon. That water right there, so beautiful. Oh, and another animal, a deer. I did not realize there were so many animals in this. They're kind of hidden throughout the outside. Oh, and butterflies. A blue one and a little purple one. I love a good butterfly. This one's beautiful. Oh, I'm so excited. This is going to be what converts me into wanting to do landscapes all the time. I know it. So check back with me in the spring, guys. I'm going to be working on this one for sure. For sure, for sure. That little picket fence right there. Oh my gosh, so cute. All right, let me get this one wrapped up, and I will be back with my next magical kit. All right, guys, next up we have Levitating Spell by Rita Konya or Aria Illustration. This one is a fairly new one. I feel like it came out this year for sure. And it's a lot darker than kits I normally get, but I've just been really drawn to Aria Illustration's work lately. I feel like there are some of them that aren't my taste, but the ones that are these big roomscapes. She did one for Christmas. I did it last year called, I think it was just called Cozy Christmas. The most beautiful scene I've ever seen of a girl just sitting in a window reading a book, and it was like cozy and Christmas, a big tree. I loved it so much. And so Aria Illustration's work has really been jumping out to me a lot lately. And this one pulls a little darker than I normally go, but I just really like the overall artwork. And I think that the amount of books and stuff will, I think if it had pulled that dark and been color blocking, I would have shied away from it. But since it looks like it's all confetti in there, it doesn't scare me too bad. So I have already opened this one to look for the Treasure Quest card that new kits come with. It is a trading card. I forgot to bring it out with me, but it's a trading card that you can get bronze, silver, gold, or black in. And I probably got bronze on this one. I'll double check in between kits and see which one I got for this one. But here is the new toolkit. Let me get the box out of the way here. They had a lot of upgrades done to their kits lately. Still get your bag of baggies, but the pen has been upgraded to a twist and pick pen. This is filled with either putty or clear wax. The newer ones have clear wax in them, and all you do is twist them like this, and then the clear wax comes up through the metal tip here, and it makes it so you don't have to dip your pen into putty or wax to refill it. You just twist it to refill it. And then you can also load this with anything you want in it as well. You can refill them yourself. They give you a multi-placer on the end. The tray is the next upgrade that they made. They have these nice tall walls. They have lids. They're stackable. And they're just a really big tray that I still use every time I diamond paint. Inside the tray, they give you a 7-placer, and then they give you a refill of that clear wax. And they give you a pad of the old heart pink wax, which I actually still use also on all my kits. So really glad for these upgrades. Those are the upgrades that they've since made to the toolkit. Okay. And then the stickers now come in this little, thank you for your purchase. All the information, tips and tricks and instructions are in here. And then here's your sticker. This one is 51 colors. Square diamonds, 27.6 by 38.2 inches or 70 by 97 centimeters. This one has 1 iridescent and 4 fairy dust diamonds, which I think are so fun. I don't think I've ever... I actually have used an iridescent once, and it was in that Cozy Christmas one that I was just telling you guys about. So no fairy dust or no ABs in this one, which is actually really surprising to me. The color story does pull really dark. And then here are your fairy dust: dark, light blue, orange, a minty green, and then like a white. Not a true white. True white's 5200, but definitely looks white. And then your iridescent is the L5200, which is white. All right, let's look at the drills next. I'm gonna leave this open so I can remember which specials I'm looking for in there. So I am not searching for all the specials on the canvases, as you've probably already noticed, but most, if not all, of these canvases have been unboxed when they first were released, and you can find the YouTubers who unbox them on their channels. They get really specific with looking, like doing a whole drill train, pulling all the drills out, and then showing you where every drill is charted on the kit, if that is something that you're interested in seeing. We're doing a more broad overview on this today. Look at those mints. The mint green is really, really pretty. I can already see, look, there's a mint. That's darker green fairy dust. That's like a light blue fairy dust. And you get 2 packs of it, so they must have a lot of that in there. But look at those mint colors. Wow. Look how much of this color they have. One, just pushed my whole table. This mint green, 1, 2, 3 big packs of that. Really pretty colors. So yeah, those are the mint green, the blue. I'm trying to think. What did I tell you? Yeah, these are the same. And then 3 of the mint, and then let's see. There's the white. 2 big bags of that. So there's lots of fairy dust in this one. I was trying to see if I could find the iridescent in here because it was also white. Must not be a ton of it because I'm not super seeing it inside. Oh, here it is. It's tucked in the middle right there, in between my thumbs. It's kind of going to have like a mirror look to it. Okay, I'll be excited. We will check and see where they charted the iridescent, just because it's an extra special drill. Okay, so this one is feels a little thicker. I feel like the cover is thicker, the back is a little softer, so they've definitely made upgrades as time has passed with these kits. It also is going to have the perforated cover and upside down. That would have been cool if it had been right side. Also has the gray dashes on it. So these little dashes are just on the cover here, and they just help you see where the perforations are. Wow, look at how pretty that one is. This one is huge. I'm actually going to fix this cover because I feel like it was so bubbly it wasn't even sitting on my kit. Okay, here's a picture of the whole thing in frame for you. Yeah, wow, they really put this cover on wonky. There's like whole huge bubbles on this, which is, I've never had that happen before. And I'm literally just pulling my cover up a second here just to get that bubble. That's driving me nuts. It's like a huge bubble on the thing. And I didn't like it, but luckily that was a really easy fix. Just straighten it. Sometimes when I do a new kit, especially the older ones, I'll lift up half of it and then I'll take like a plastic straight edge piece or like a squeegee type thing or old gift card and use that to help flatten it down. Just so it all lies a little flatter, a little better. Look at how pretty that is though, guys. Look at the potion bottles. I love that mint green color. It is so pretty in her skirt. I guarantee that's where all the specials are. Yep. All of that is that mint green special, and it's in the plant down here as well. The iridescent is charted as a plus sign. So that'll be the only other one that we look for. just know the white fairy dust is literally all these little white squares that you see here too. Although that's very, I'm thinking the iridescent is going to be up in this floating feather. Let's look and see. Yep, I'm correct. It's all around the feather. That'll be cool. That's a cool effect. And it's also in these little sparkles around the side of it and coming off her wand a bit. I think that's a great place to put the iridescent. I think that will look really great there. And like I said, the bookshelves pull dark, but it's confetti enough that it doesn't bother me. So I think that that won't be too bad at all, especially when you have all that green to break it up. Super pretty kit. It gives me Hermione vibes because it makes me feel like, you know, the Leviosa spell right here to get her feather up in the air. I also just love the library full of books. They all seem like big, intimidating spell books in my mind. You know, it's not a typical library. I feel like it's a magical library. Hence why I thought it would look good, fit well in this category. So here's another look at the whole thing. Her blonde hair is super pretty, and I love that her eyes are green like her hat and her skirt. That the pops of mint green in this really, really, really make it, because otherwise it would be too dark. So I just love the pops of mint green, whether it be in the plants, in her hat, in her skirt. All of this here is fairy dust. That'll look beautiful. The fairy dust in this kit will also really keep it from being too dark, I feel like. So take another quick look at this one. Super, super pretty. All right, guys, we got one more, and I think it is probably my biggest one too. So let's get that one ready. So I went ahead and pulled out my trading quest card for Levitating spell. I was wrong. I got a silver for that kit, and that's pretty rare for me. So bronze is the most common card, silver's next, gold is next, and then black's the rarest. So, but for some reason I struggled to get silver ones. So I was surprised by that. And then shockingly, this next one, Fairy of Dreams, I got a silver in that one too. So I think I have 4 silver cards, and this is 2 of my 4. So that's kind of funny that this, that these 2 kits that I pulled happen to be my silver kits, but another theme. All right, let's open up Fairy of Dreams. This is by Ivy Dollamore. It is 35.8 by 27.6 or 90.9 by 69.9 centimeters. This one here doesn't have exact magic in it, but I think you'll agree that it's magical. It definitely has like a magical vibe to it. So let's open up this one here. I'm not going to look at the toolkit. It's the exact same as the one I just showed you. All right, let me go check on my daughter once. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, last kit. We can do this. Let's pull this one open and take a look. I'm actually really excited to look at this one too. This is another release that's pretty new this year. I have a couple Ivy Dollamore kits. I really definitely like them. So I'm excited to add this one to my collection. Okay, let's look at the drills here. Oh, I didn't even show you the color story. I swear by the 3rd or 4th kit, I start to get a little discombobulated. So let's look at the stickers real fast. Here is the artwork. And I just love the idea of like, oh, it's a fairy coming in, and it just has that magical element. Lots of dreams and happy things, and definitely a good one. This one is 60 colors, square kit, 35 by 0.8 by 27.6 inches. I think I already said that. And it is 1 AB 4 fairy dust. Here's the color story. Super, super pretty. Our ABs are a light yellow and a light green. Nope, our AB is 1, just that light yellow. And then our fairy dust is light green, orange, black, and brown. Is that a black or a very dark green? Let's find out. Okay. Here we go. There's the orange, but it definitely, nope, there's the brown. That's brown. And there's 2 bags of it, here and here. So maybe you can see it better right here. Brown fairy dust in there. See if we can find any of There's the yellow AB, the 1AB we have in there, right there. Light pale yellow, super pretty. And then that next to it right here is the light green. Minty color green, that's a fairy dust. So we have the mint, we have the brown, we don't have the black or the orange. And I don't think that's an orange anymore. I think it's another shade of brown. It's going to pull a little orange maybe, but let's think. Might not be too big of a color, which it makes it harder to find in the bag for sure when there's not as many in there. I do like that dark blue right there though. I think that's a pretty color. Okay, I'm not seeing them. They might be hiding in there. It's the only kit that I couldn't find the specials on though, guys. You should be proud of me. All right, let's flip it this way. All right, and let's take a look at our very last one. Fairy of Dreams. Oh, wow. I think this is so beautiful. So beautiful. That is a gorgeous picture. Okay, here's the whole thing in frame for you guys. Everything about this piece I think is so cool. Starting with the fact that there's no color blocking in this kit at all. And I feel like the last few kits I've done have been so color blocking heavy, but this is the heart of the diamond paintings that I do the most, where they are just pure confetti, pure happiness, big kits. These are the ones that usually grab my attention. And I just think, look at the sheep floating through the air. This one's really bubbly too. I don't know what's going on with these covers, but it's not a big deal. Okay, the sheep there. I love that the fairy is gold. I think that's a really cool element to it. I wonder, I think that gold is what I kept saying, like brown or orange fairy dust. It pulls gold. So I think that's where most of those specials will be in that one fairy dust. I'm actually, yeah, and that's the one that I showed you that I said was brown. I think it's more gold. So I apologize for the confusion on that. And then look at I just think it's so cool. She's dreaming all these things floating around her head. And it gives you insight into a kid's imagination. I just think it's a really cool piece. It definitely speaks to me. I think it's really a fun one. This will be a fun one to do. Wow, and then the ship here, there's some moths up here. These ones are super pretty. And then I wanna, I'm trying not to bump the camera. I wanna show you the other side here. Look at the window. It's like the fairy came in from the open window there. And there's flowers everywhere. And you guys, cats. I just love cats and diamond paintings. Cats and food and sunset colored skies. Those are my favorite things to diamond paint, I think. So I love that the cats are there and they're playing. They're having a great time. I think that's a fun addition to the piece for sure. I love this little strawberry, like little statue on her trunk there. And I just think this one's so fun. I love the patchwork quilt on her bed. Sorry, I bumped you guys again. All the colors in that quilt, just super fun. And it seems like just a very fun piece, very bright, lots of colors to it, and a lot going on. And I love those kinds of pieces. Look at all these picture frames on the wall up here. That one's a good one. I like this one. So yeah, if I had to rate the 4 kits that I unboxed for you today, I would say Fairy of Dreams is probably my top favorite, and then Magic House by the River, and then Levitating Spell, and then Luna Lovegood. So let me know down in the comments which one was your guys' favorite that I unboxed here today. Do you have any of them? Have you worked on any of these kits? And let me know if you have a good idea for a theme in the future. I've been enjoying doing these fun themes with my unboxings. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Feel free to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you want to see more diamond painting content, definitely subscribe. I've got lots of videos being posted every week. So many cool ideas and things that I am showing you guys, all to do with diamond painting. So stick around and let's have some more fun with more videos together. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.